Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our Timberborn Update 3 Aesthetics and Modded playthrough with the Folktales faction. Last episode we expanded across the river here to create this little, I guess, villa type deal right here and start planting some more trees and getting this area cleared out so we can eventually turn this into a little lake and recreation area. And we've also got some other stuff up here. We actually haven't told this to accept water yet, so that was a fun thing to find out when I loaded the game back up. But anyway, like I said, aesthetic playthrough, going to be a little slower, so we're not going to get to do quite as much progress in early episodes as we had in previous series. But what we currently have right now, and what we're going to be focusing on today mostly, is unlocking some more science stuff, because if you see over here, we have 19 beavers that currently don't have a job because we added all of this housing right here, and the folktales just go ahead and get busy ASAP. So that they did, and they're almost all grown. We only have 6 kits left right now. So what we'll go ahead and do is pop in a bunch of inventors. These will all be removed and put somewhere else. But for right now, we can go ahead and give these guys a whole bunch of stuff to do. And there we go. That'll keep them busy for some time. And that'll get us a whole bunch of science so we can start unlocking other stuff. Now, in other news over here, there's a little bit more I wanted to do with this area in particular, just to add a couple of things to dress everything up. We'll put in some little awnings right here, come over to our decoration, unlock the 1x1 roofing thing. We could either go this way, or we could go this way. It doesn't quite line up this way, so I think we'll just do that, because I think that looks nice. And then we can probably also, just for the sake of completion, put this guy right there. Yes, we could have just done this single thing, but I had another idea where we could put maybe some beaver statues. Huh? 500 science. Is this tacky? Probably. Do I care? No. I just think that's kind of neat to do something like that. Might not be the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is, at the very least, something unusual. And something we haven't done in any of our previous playthroughs for sure. And of course, last episode we built this farm, and, well, we built out the farm and got the rest of it looking quite nice. So now we need to make sure we have this all taken care of. We have full of carrots, almost full of grilled potatoes. We have this whole thing for wheat and wheat flour, so as soon as these guys get up in the morning and they can take a look at that, will be helpful. And we have a pretty nice thing going on over here. We're, of course, gradually going to transition this out of this area and spread it out to other farms across the city. And these trees gradually are going to be replaced by these others that are growing elsewhere. Let's just take a moment real quick to check and make sure that all of our trees that are supposed to be cut are actually cuttable. And those that are not, be made cuttable. That is something that has kind of plagued me in past playthroughs, not paying super close attention to what is marked and what is not marked. And a couple of you have caught that in the comments, so thank you for that. And that is now, of course, being fixed as we speak. And we'll make sure this whole area over here is good to go as well. I think we can just kind of leave this here. Go ahead and mark all of these. The benefit to doing this is twofold, because it looks cool and it makes it a little easier to keep on top of your logging. If you just, every time you put some more trees down, you make sure that you have the ability to, you know, replenish and harvest them appropriately and scatter some of those lumberjack. Did I skip a couple? I sure did. Sure did right here. Couple of lumberjack flags in the appropriate places as necessary. Which actually I should probably Let's see. Actually, I could put a couple right here and be fine. Just keep those in a good spot. Yeah, we have, I guess, kind of a shortage of, well, not really a shortage of planks and gears. It's starting to catch up. But we're definitely going to want to accelerate our industrialization right here, as well as building over to this area to create a mega dam. Because we've got some fun toys in here. We've got, in our dam pieces, of course, we have huge panel dam pieces that I was playing with in the creative mode, or map designer, or what have you, before I started filming this Let's Play. But I'm excited to get there, and it's going to be really, really cool. The idea I have for this is to just be this massive, hulking dam. Maybe even make it curved, because I know we have these corners and everything we can mess with. I think that would be fun. But for right now, it's just going to have to do like it is, so like this. And a couple of you have had some interesting theories about why these water wheels aren't working quite as well as we've wanted them to, having to do with the water wheels actually displacing water, which would be a very interesting theory and one I would be inclined to believe, because of how it's just pushing everything gradually toward this side because of the natural flow of the river doing that as well. So now I'm very curious if it's going to act like that even if there is a dam here, or if there's not a dam here, rather. Could be something to try eventually, moving things around. But for now, I wonder if putting in, say, a levee block... Oh, I haven't unlocked this yet? Seriously? Okay. Well, I wonder if putting in levees maybe about here would have anything to do with kind of shifting the flow of water toward the rest of these wheels. Even if it slows this one down a little bit, getting both of these rotating consistently, I think would be worth that. So I guess we could just start. It's going to be a while before they get to these anyway. But just start by putting this stuff in place. Might be an interesting experiment to try. Of course, it's going to be a drought pretty soon anyway, so not really worried about that. These guys are very slowly getting to work. This guy is doing so as well. We don't have dynamite yet, but I do want to start filling this with water just as soon as they're finished harvesting all of this. So I was thinking maybe just put in a water dump and let them go to town on that. I don't know. We might do that, we might not. It can depend on how we're feeling as we get into some other stuff. But we definitely need to get some more water stored up before I start just dumping it willy-nilly everywhere. And also kind of thinking about what else can go in here, because of course we have our well-being. We have this, I'm not going to unlock it right now, we have the Lido thing. That could easily go in an area like this. And we also have all this metal over here. Let's not forget about that. We're going to be harvesting eventually. I think it should still reach this district. It should. Might have to try another pathing strategy to get around to this side of the map to make sure we actually have range for it. I also think I might have downloaded a mod that would change the maximum path length. I don't know. We'll see. That's definitely something to keep an eye on. As far as right now, we don't really have a need to build any more houses for the time being, so we're not going to do that. We'll just be getting this whole area built up a little bit more and see if we can get this filled up, because I was hoping... Let's go ahead and just get these lumberjack flags. Oh, these guys can't reach down here, can they? They sure can't. Okay, well, never mind. Well, this guy shouldn't take too much longer to get the rest of that out of here. Although we do have some seedlings. Do I want to let those grow, or do I want to just drown them? I don't know. It depends on how long it's going to take this guy to actually, you know, start getting stuff going over here. We'll see, because we'll eventually have to move this lumberjack flag somewhere else. Or maybe I just want to, build one or two down here. Yeah, we'll do that. That should be easy. Just pause those. Yeah, we'll let them take care of that for the time being. Got a decent selection of planks chilling here. There's a bunch of new stuff I want to get into. It can't just be, oh, hey, normal Timberborn, except we have a couple cool things added. No, we got to go into the mods. We got to get in there. Especially, I'm really excited about these staircases, the spirals and everything. And then tunnels, of course, these take a lot of science to research, and we're not quite there yet. But when we get here, that's going to be cool, because it's going to allow us to get through stuff like this little rock here, or just different parts of the map. Like, say, right here, instead of building all the way around, just pop a tunnel and just go straight through. That might actually be the best way to get over here to do this metal. I want to start doing cool bridges, too. Like right here, instead of this being a levee, what if we had this be... Well, I don't have everything unlocked, but what if we just had this be... How many tiles? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tiles across here. This could be, including this thing, could be 2 5-length suspension bridges just standing over the water. I think that would be fun. Of course, we don't have the metal for that quite yet. We'll get there eventually. It's a process. But once we get the inventors going, I think we'll be in really good shape. So let's go ahead and turn on turbo mode. Get these guys doing what they do best. Probably should actually set this to... Ah, we don't have a hauling post. Why did I not build one of those first? Yeah, we definitely need a hauling post. And we'll put that guy right here. Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. I should have done that pretty much right off the bat. We'll get this guy all set up, good to go. I don't think we have... Yeah, it was 20,000 science. I haven't actually taken a look at this one yet. Big irrigation tower. Yeah. And it's solid. Okay. This is the one we've been building, the irrigation tower V2. Stream gauges, water alarms. That's right. I was really excited about those. And all of that fun stuff. But the water dump is going to be nice. Over time, this will eventually fill up. And I do want to put a channel here, but again, we don't have the science right now to really get into explosives, and that's going to take a long time. So we'll just kind of leave that be. But the tunnels idea really, really intrigues me, coming in over here. So we can kind of, I guess, start our path toward that by doing a little pathway right here. Then I think this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's a 9-long tunnel. Yeah. That's a lot of science, though. 23,200. Once we have all these science inventors built and occupied, though, should be pretty short work. All right, and we just have these maples that are going to be growing. That'll be fun to keep track of. I don't know that they're going to survive long enough because I'm planning on flooding this pretty soon. In fact, might as well just go ahead and start doing it right now. Just build one of those right there. They still haven't gotten around to building this, which is interesting because I guess they're focusing on all of this first, which they, probably should. But for right now, buddy, you guys go ahead and get on out of here. Get these logs gathered up. Go on and do whatever it is you want to do. We got plenty of other stuff to go on. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't started building the hauling post yet. Because I think the only other stuff that was in front of it, really... There we go. Beaver statue. That's what they were doing. Needing all those logs. There's a couple other areas. I guess I could put some trees in here. Maybe? Would that be kind of dumb? Put in maybe some birch trees? I guess birch trees are kind of decorative. Maybe some maples in the middle. Nice and scenic. There's no reason not to, right? Actually, these levees are before we get to the hauling post, that's for sure. We had those queued up for a while. I'll go ahead and move this beaver statue down to the bottom of the queue, just so we can get something else going, instead of sitting here waiting for 800 years. Yeah, I'm really liking how this is coming together. We definitely need to get rid of these berries. We don't have to do that right now because they are going to be a good food source and they're providing us some nice extra happiness. We have, oh, we actually don't have any incapacitated beavers. That's good because we don't have the super dangerous industry yet. It's going to be a while before we get to all of this stuff, of course. But we haven't put a shower in, and I think that's going to be a pretty easy thing to add. Just try to find a good spot for it that will be accessible even in a drought, which actually could be a good excuse for putting in these levees here if we want to think about it. Could put this guy, yeah, maybe put one more here, and then we can put in some of these guys. I wonder if we could just do a shower and then some other type of I don't know, shrubs over here. Would that be too much? Benches? Shower benches? Why not? This is aesthetic playthrough. So we can do aesthetics if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. What a weird song. Let's unplant, because I got to be able to get here. I probably shouldn't have put this this medium tank here, but you know how it goes. We'll just unplant this entire row. How about that? And as soon as that's harvested, we can start taking advantage of everything else there. Got our beaver statue. Looking good. That's actually got a pretty good... Oh, okay, that's the... Both of these together have that radius. This is going to take 800 years, excuse me, to fill this up. But it's progress, and eventually this will just be an automatic fill from the river right here. So there's nothing really to worry about there. Do we have carrot storage space? I don't think we do. It's probably about time to look into these large warehouses, because we have enough science points. I think... Yeah, let's go ahead and just start demolishing all of this and start putting in some large storages here. But we can find a way to make it interesting looking, right? Because this is an aesthetically minded playthrough. Oh, here comes our drought. Yeah, we got to get something over here. But we have these things right here for grilled potatoes and carrots. We're going to end up, I think, replacing both of those with something down here. And we can kind of expand the farm over here a little bit as well. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let's just do that. And get all of these things out of here. All of these berries gone. Give them something to do. We'll expand the farm out. And we'll put our storage here. Our big boy storage. And I think... I almost wish the door was on the second floor of this, although I know that really probably wouldn't make very much sense. If we were to go in and do... I don't know, maybe something like right here. No, that's not, that's too far that way. Just do one of these things, put in a pathway here. But we got a mess of different colored paths. We'll fix that eventually. Or we could, because this is a storage area, we could put in a different type of color here just to kind of delineate stuff. What about plastered wood? I know that doesn't really do too much to it, but we've got our large warehouse here. Put something on top. Our 3x2s don't really fit super well unless we have two of these right next to each other, in which case we can just kind of get everything set up that way. I know we're going to need storage eventually, so we might as well go ahead and just get that out of the way now. This is going to be, I imagine, probably carrots. I guess we can't really get rid of that quite yet. Let's see, carrots. Are we making bread yet? No, we haven't built a bakery. That's right, we were just storing the wheat. We need to do that soon. Okay, I guess this can just be finished food only, so we'll make that bread. This one can be grilled potatoes, because that's what's over here. There we go. Yep, let's go ahead and turn that guy off. And we can actually make the bakery part of the farm. I don't know if that's a super realistic thing to do or not, but I do like the idea of having everything kind of in the same general location to where stuff's going on. Yeah, just turn that into bread. And then this whole area can just kind of be focused around food production and everything just kind of right here in the same spot. And still kind of be set up in a way that makes sense, you know? Okay, this is now empty, which means it goes bye-bye. We can harvest its resources. Grilled potatoes. This one has not begun to be built yet, because they're still working on this guy to take all the bread that we have yet to build. Yeah, look at that. We already have 400 something in there, so that is good progress. Hopefully soon I can get this connected. Yeah, here comes that drought. And there goes all the water over there. Fortunately, the farm is still all good to go. Meanwhile, this has slowly started to fill. And I do mean slowly. We got these guys all making science over here. I am going to go ahead and deprioritize. Oh, that's not how that works. I'm in the wrong interface for that. Just go ahead and mark all of these as lower priority so we can get something actually done, you know. And if they want to sit here, they can. There we go. Finally a 7-day drought. The other ones were just little baby droughts. I love this little like barn type aesthetic here. I think it's fun. Especially with the mature grown wheat. That's quite nice. Do we not have any lumberjack flags over here? We must not. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll unplant, I think right here, these two. Oh, those literally were just planted. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to really unplant them. Get rid of these two, and we'll put lumberjack flags in their place. So we can start harvesting all these trees. Because I think... yeah, that's only going over here. And we want to eventually have stuff kind of in good locations anyway, right? Okay, wheat flour, why is that? Is this full? Oh, it sure is. But that's because we haven't been making bread. So once we start making bread, that won't be as much of a problem. And we'll be in a much better place for that. Man, I was really hoping they would harvest this sooner rather than later. What are they doing over here in the grill? For potatoes. Well, I guess nobody's working right now. That's unfortunate. Actually, I could have made one of these warehouses into just chestnuts instead of demolishing it, but what are you going to do, huh? Not really much you can do. We just got to get stuff done over here. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me build a... Well, I can put one. I guess I can just plant this back again. I'm sorry, wheat. I didn't know that wheat was going to be able to go collision mesh with the Dutch windmill, but the lumberjack flag was not. There we go. That's good progress there. We have this set up. I want this tunnel so bad. But I don't have 23,000 signs. I wonder if I could just do 2 6s, but I'd have to get around to the other side to do that. I mean, that probably wouldn't be a problem. Oh, okay, those take those planks anyway, the treated planks. We're not going to have those for quite some time. So I guess that was just kind of misplaced zeal. Best way to describe that. So we'll just have to do our metal mining over here, or metal gathering over here, excuse me. Except I have to get over here, which means I have to move the lumberjack flag, which means I have to... they'll be fine. How far is this going to let me go? Okay, that's not super far, but if I were to research the scavenger flag and put this guy... Where's the limit again? Oh! Now that's a problem I didn't anticipate. Completely running out of water. Well, I guess all the crops are going to die, which is bad. Trees should be okay, though. Unless I put in another irrigation tower, although these are already so close that it's probably not worth worrying about. Huh. Well, we do have enough food stored up. This isn't really going to be a problem. And I was wanting to kind of get rid of a lot of this area in terms of farming anyway. So we might as well just go ahead and cut that entire thing out anyway. Just call that another happy little accident. Boy, that sure was a boneheaded move, though. I knew I should have had something else figured out over here. But it is what it is. At least we can connect to this a lot easier now. Oh, and now we're out of water. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to go ahead and do is not that. And not that. We're going to... Well, I guess we don't have to... We'll go ahead and... Just start emptying these. Make sure we have a little bit of water to drink. I think we're going to be okay. It's not going to be that big of a deal. As long as they actually can empty it. We'll leave... Oh. Well, that's actually empty. I didn't think that was going to be that fast. Okay, well now you might actually see me sweating. This is okay, we still have some water in here. This is the one you really don't want to go dry, because then all of your crops are going to die. This one over here, not as big of a deal. They're all trees. They'll survive. So we definitely will have this thing emptied out. Well, what can I say? it would not be one of my videos without some sort of resource crisis occurring, even on normal mode. Even on a playthrough that's not as focused on the actual mechanics of the game. But that's how you learn. Can't really be too upset about it. They're just going to be a little thirsty. But the water's coming back in a day and a half. And we don't have a huge population of beavers, just, 63 possible. Fun. Well, they'll be okay. They're big boys and girls. But this does give us a good opportunity and excuse to get into some of these more advanced dam pieces. Now, this 3x3 levee. This is a big honking dude right here. So you can actually have this go all the way up. There we go. Gonna go all the way up like that and actually be... Nope, that's the wrong level. I can't see anything. There we go. Is this dead yet? It's going to die in 5 days. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and do right here. I think we can set up a... how about some nice wood across the bridge here? Oh, I can't do that. But yeah, you put this big dude right here. That's going to store a whole lot of water, and it's going to come right over the top. And we'll also need to put in levees on the side, just to have everything match up nicely. But the idea behind this is you can just have this whole thing built up. Just have a huge cascade of water coming all the way down. That's going to look really cool. And of course, eventually get this coming down as well. Now this is all completely dry. And just like that, droughts ended and our problems are mostly behind us. The water will come back quite quickly. And it won't be that big of a deal. Now, this decoration stair, let the dam be stepped on. I have actually not looked at this. Oh, that actually looks kind of good. Actually looks kind of good like that. So we're going to want to definitely have this whole thing taken care of before the next drought, which I don't know is going to really be possible. Guess I can turn off emptying this. Yeah, there we go. Just got to get these planks going. We've got plenty of wood. Just got to get these guys in here. Getting stuff to work. I know they're all thirsty. And it's sleep time anyway. They'll be alright. The important thing is that this main farm survived. And we learned a valuable lesson about the amount of water we're pumping. Which gives us a very good chance to get rid of this water tank and make this pathway a little bit more, shall we say, optimized. There we go. We can actually turn this into a 4th water pump, which we probably should have done a long time ago. But getting that in place is going to help us a whole lot. And we already have a pretty, I guess, okay amount of storage. Obviously not enough, but I didn't think we were doing too terribly bad. We can, however, go ahead and, I guess, probably move these two things, put in another medium tank, and just relocate them somewhere else, because we do have a gatherer flag. It's going to have to go somewhere. And I want it to be able to get the chestnut trees, which are pretty much entirely here. This actually is probably a good spot for it. It's going to cover most of this area, and there are some other things there, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. Put in the tooth grindstone right next door to it. Set this for water. prioritize our plank building here. That is not the right button. I wanted the Alt key. There we go. All right. Somehow I still have that paused. So we'll be fine with water. We'll just try to keep a little bit better eye on it. And we'll get the first bit of our mega levee in place. I believe this will be enough distance from our city center to actually still be able to. And that's a lot of these water things flying around. All right. So here's the deal, Bradley Bill. We got to go in here and we got to have 24-hour hours on the water pumps. And everybody, because we are just devoid of water. We're already having beavers die of thirst. We really can't. I really wanted nobody to die of preventable causes here. But these jokers need to really be getting in here, putting their teeth to the grindstone, so to speak, and get pumping. I guess the 24-hour thing really didn't do too much, but let's go ahead and make sure these are all set to higher priority. I think they are. Yep. Yeah, we definitely needed that. These guys are just all so thirsty right now. It's kind of hard to get any headway on actually storing any water because, you know, they're all drinking it as we're doing it. Yeah, see, this is the problem because I can't not have 24-hour working hours because these guys need to pump. But I also can't have 24-hour working hours because then everybody's going to be exhausted. Yeah, now a bunch of them are dying of thirst. We're just we're not having a fun time. This happens in every playthrough. It's always some basic thing I don't anticipate going wrong, and it always does. Well, I will take off the 24-hour work hours because, you know, you just can't get away with that. But I'll tell you what we can do. Yeah, this is paused. This is still, I guess, a lower priority on both of these things. We got plenty of time. That's the one bad thing about using this method to irrigate the rest of the area. We just can't get any water stored because we're always using it for something. What are they building anyway? What are the builders doing? Oh, they're waiting on planks because these guys were not making enough planks. I guess this is our signal to just go ahead and build a couple more of these things. And cut down another row of our chestnut trees. So I guess let's go ahead and do that. We'll put in another gear workshop. Actually, I can't yet. Well, as soon as that gets cut, at least we'll be okay. All right, we absolutely have to have more water stored up before the next drought comes in, or we are just really in some deep trouble. Fortunately, in normal mode, we're probably going to have another week or so to get stuff figured out. We're just not in a great spot. We're not in a terrible spot, but you know, things could definitely be better. We did get a lot of science though, which is cool. These guys are building these platforms here. We probably, well, we don't have these trees gone anyway, so I guess it's fine the way this is going currently. Good news is we do have these large things ready to go, making bread. It's not connected by paths, so we can go ahead and get that all connected up. Even though we can't currently build these, I am going to put those roofs there, because I think that looks nice. Barn style kind of thing, I guess. we'll get something else going here. This is grilled potatoes. That's grilled potatoes. Go ahead and get rid of that. Well, at least we have some water stored up now. These guys are, I guess, satiated from their thirst. Huh. Did I put paths on top of this? I sure did. Okay, that was the Folktales wood path, which is why it looks just like that instead of like this. Because it's the same color as the Folktales wood, which is what the platform is made out of, so that answers that question. Alright, I gotta get them to get rid of these trees. Do I have a lumberjack in range? I would if I turned this back on. Okay. Huh. I guess I should have left the guy down here because now these trees are grown up and I thought they wouldn't... Well, not all of them, but a decent amount of them are grown up and I didn't think it would ever get to that point. Somebody come use this shower that I sacrificed half the colony for. It's fun. You'll like it. Hopefully. There you go. And I think we're doing alright. We're going to get across here soon, at least. This guy's 250 horsepower. This guy's at 7. I guess I probably could have this extend just a little bit more. Not really necessary, I don't think. Decoration stairs. Is that what I should be building here? This has to be up one more, which means this has to start here. No, I think it's probably fine the way it currently is. I could just build regular stairs. Regular stairs is probably the smart way to go about it. How are we doing on distance? Yeah, we should be able to build this no problem. Plus, this will give us a little bit of water storage once this is fully built. It's probably going to take a while to get 80 planks times 2 plus all of this in place, though. Oh, that's right. I have to actually build this. Never mind. Because that's got to go here, which means this has to go here, which means this has to go here. Hey, 15. Good. Let's just ignore the fact that we had a bunch of beavers die a couple minutes ago. We will, we'll just go about our business as normal. Hopefully they can get this in place before the drought comes in. I guess we can prioritize both of these. So I think this is probably the earliest we've ever... Well, now it's 14. But it's probably the earliest we've ever gotten to 14 or 15 well-being. The back half of episode 3. So that's a nice milestone to hit. Obviously, we can still do the aquatic farming, which I think we're going to start off of this thing right here. Put in a couple more of these platforms. Maybe on this side, and then put in a staircase. Maybe right there. Go ahead and unlock that. See if that would be something worth doing. Put in some cattails. We are going to deepen this eventually, but I figured it would be nice at least to have a little bit of stuff growing in here. And we gotta get these trees cut, man. Come on. Oh, nobody's working there because there are too many inventor huts. All right. So let's just go ahead and make all of these inventors lowest, or not lowest, but lower priority. So we're not taking jobs away from anybody else. There we go. Yeah, now we should be in a little bit better shape. Good, good, good. We are in the process here. Making good time. It may have been a mistake to just have this one guy right here, because they're gonna want to cut all of these down before they get to any of these. So let's just go ahead and put in, I guess, right there. Prioritize this guy. Get him cutting. I need to get to these other two. The other two lumber mills, but I can't because there's trees in the way. Huh, how are they able to... If this isn't built, how are they able to get across to do... I'm not going to ask any questions, I guess. That's fine. Oh, they're crawling back over here in the corner. Okay. Well, then I guess this one has to be built as well so they can start walking across it. I don't know that we're going to get both of these done just because of how long it's going to take to get everything else put in here, but we can dream. At least we have some water stored up. And this guy is going to have to get some water delivered. Thankfully, we have a hauling post that beavers can, well, haul. There we go. Let's get this gravel path number 1 put in place. That's all connected there. Even though we don't need it right now, I'm actually not going to build the gear workshop yet because that uses planks and I currently need those. So we will avoid that. This is actually just about done, which is good news. Because I fully expect the drought to come. Yep, there we go. So we've got 3 days. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. There's a big, huge slab of wood. And now all that water is just coming up over here. Oh, and we're flooding. Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do instead. Is we'll do that. We'll get these 2 things put in. So we don't flood any more of our district here. Should have seen that coming. But yeah, that's going to be a big boon to getting the water situation resolved. Hey, now we flooded this part of the map too. But of course, the eventual goal is to have this be super high. Maybe about as high as this right here. It's going to be another maybe 2 or 3 high from this. There we go. Well, I feel a little bit better about water now. I can tell you that for sure. That way we know if we can get this finished in 2 days, which I think we should be able to based on the resources we currently have in stock, we should be in pretty good shape to not run out of water. I can just come up here and put another pump here if I have to. That should be comforting news to thirsty beavers everywhere. Yeah, we'll be fine. How many beavers do I have working in the... Okay, yeah, we're all the way up at 4. Wow, we still have starting berries? Seriously? Huh. I didn't think we still had any of those left. I just know this is going to play havoc with the water physics as soon as this is built. Now this whole thing is flooded. That is not what we needed and wanted to happen, but it's fine. Ah, internal corners 3x3s. Okay, that's what we already had. I guess I still have to do these individual height things. That works out just fine. Put that guy right there. Yeah, that's going to be a fun thing to solve. Fortunately, I think when the drought comes by, we'll be able to actually get over there and prioritize appropriately. Guess we'll have both of these be super low priority so we can get over here to actually, build stuff. I just wish we could get our water storage a little bit higher. Should be okay, though. That's definitely going to be a project for the next episode, is getting a little bit more robust storage in place and figuring out how to fill this without getting rid of all of our water. Which is really just going to be building aqueducts or some sort of boom factories and dynamites and all that good stuff. But this levee is actually done. So that's good news. We'll come right across here. And we'll let them get to work on the rest of this. Now, how's our... yeah, here's our drought again. So our pathing distance is actually looking really good. We just need to make sure that these are the absolute last two built. Which they should be, since I've marked the priority super low. And it's only a 6-day drought, so I think we're going to be okay shape for, not running out of water. I am going to mark these guys as pause when the drought starts, unpause when the drought ends. And they're not doing that. I guess I just have to manually do it. Well, we'll try that. We have enough water to survive a 5-day drought anyway without pumping anymore currently. Okay, I messed up doing that. So here's what we'll do. We'll put in some stairs here along the back side just to get into that. I guess I could just go ahead and delete these two and then we really wouldn't have to worry about it. Then we can come up here and start building on the back side of the dam before we get too comfy cozy with ourselves here. I guess I don't need to put one here. I probably should just put it up here, in all honesty. Yeah, we'll just do something like that. That'll be fine. If they can get all the way over there, I'm not sure they're going to be able to. But we will certainly try. Let's see what we're able to get done. We do have just a few minutes left in this episode anyway, and I think that's going to end just as soon as the drought in this cycle comes to an end as well. I like to have nice, even divisions of time for that, so that should be a good option there. Yeah, the one bad thing about the folktales is you don't have any power in a drought unless you have windmills, which I guess there's no reason I can't unlock those. Yeah, I have enough science for sure. So if we unlock one of those guys, can I guess I can't build these anywhere, huh? Because the trees are too close? Is that what it is? That must be it. And the way this is constructed, I actually can't put anything over here either. Oh, it's because this guy, this tree is right here. I think if I get rid of him, then that should be a little bit easier going here. Yeah, we'll be fine. Just got to get these guys to build a little bit more here. We got some time. I guess probably should start storing industrial goods as well. Maybe that'll be a good project for this area over here. We do have the planks. We also need gears, so I think that's going to have to go... I can't ever remember gears in that. No, yeah, they go in just regular storage. Guess we'll just turn this into gears. Give ourselves a little pathway over here. I'll leave a space for some more storage in the future. Yeah, we'll put our gears there. What else can go in here? Paper we're not worried about yet. I guess that's really just the logs. Logs and the planks. Yeah, we'll worry about that when we get there. I just want these guys to be able to, you know, put a windmill in. Got to figure out a good spot to put that guy. I'm sure it'll get moved at some point. Oh, but this is progressing nicely. I really don't think I'm going to be able to get much further. Oh, maybe I can. That seems to be fine. So I do need to start building up here as well. Get rid of these bushes up here. Don't really care about having those. Droughts over in 2.5 days anyway, so I think we're gonna be okay. Alright, come demolish this chestnut seedling so I can put a stinking windmill here. I researched it, I want to build it. There we go. Put that guy in place. Just hook him up like so. Probably won't do too much being this low, but it's a start. We'll definitely have a much better power system in place at some point during this playthrough. Not immediately, but eventually. This definitely is a slow building process for sure. I'm used to having an army of builders with 800 builder huts or what have you. I guess I could just go ahead and build one of these. It doesn't really matter where it goes, I don't think. So I wonder if that would be, yeah, anywhere in the district is fine. Probably would be a good spot right here. Just go ahead and prioritize that guy, because that's going to make it faster to build everything. And we could also, since this is actually set up in a good way for us to be able to get up here, just go ahead and have everything connect up here. Put in another staircase. Interconnectability. There's your SAT word of the day, kids. Interconnectability is very valuable in a game like this, especially between different areas where pathing can quickly become, or distance for pathing can quickly become an issue. I don't think we're going to get any more of this really built today, just because we only have less than a day left. But we are definitely making good strides toward being able to accomplish something nice in the next episode. So that's always good fun. Yeah, we got a little bit done today. We added another one of these water pumps. We had a very minor water crisis, lost a couple beavers to that, which, you know, par for the course, that's the way it goes. Added a whole bunch of inventors. Got a whole ton of science. We have 10,000 science, so we're actually really good. I think if we can get everything unlocked within the next couple of episodes, we're going to be in really, really good shape. Obviously, the mods that I've added bring a whole lot of stuff you can research for science, like decorative slopes and covers and everything, and all the other levee pieces and everything. We haven't even gotten into platforms and bridges and everything. But yeah, we're in good shape. Kind of a dumb mistake to let some of the beavers die, but you know, it is what it is. And we have the aquatic farmhouse working. I hadn't even thought to take a moment to look at this yet. Boy, this sure is pretty low water levels, so we'll need to make sure that we have a better handle on how water is working. But we're in good shape. They're diligently working on expanding this dam piece right here. And this is going to be fun when this is really tall. It's going to look really cool. I am very excited for that. Plus we have the tall floodgates. I don't remember exactly where it is. Under metal floodgates? Yeah. We can go up to 10 high. 10 high. and stuff can be built on top of them. But of course, it requires a bunch of resources we don't currently have, and we probably won't for quite some time. But it's fun to think about it. And here comes the water again. So this is about as good a time as any to just go ahead and say so long. Thanks for all of the fantastic support. As always, I read every single comment. I respond when I can, when there's something relevant to discuss in the comment section. So please, anything that's on your mind, questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, suggestions, anything that's on your mind about the game or playthrough or whatever, drop it down below. I will read it. I can't promise I can respond to everything, but I do read everything, and I'm very, very thankful for each and every one of you who take time out of your day to watch my videos. And I hope no matter what you're doing, that you have a safe and enjoyable time. And I cannot wait to see you back again in the next episode. But until then, that's all we got. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, have a good time, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.